everything that Slim was saying. See, people don't even know Slim spoke his death up in one of them songs in the years later, in that Rat-a-Tatter. You know what I'm saying? He said, but run down on me with a handgun, I might can stand one, but not too many. You hear me? What happened to Pop? What happened to Biggie? It was an unsolved in the history. That's why I say my prayer today. Yeah, see, it was a lot. I could decode all Slim music. I was with him. Man, listen, it's a lot of shit I'm not going to talk about on here that I know. You know what I'm saying? See, people be putting that smoke screen up there. I know exactly. I would do every day when he was telling me, man, I think this nigga gon' blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I know all this. So when that shit happened with Slim usually had that 40 with him tucked under his arm, bro. I never leave a home without it. I don't slip. You hear that? That's his life. And he used to have that bitch tucked under his arm. So I don't know how that shit happened. He would get caught slipping like that.
What's up with Todd today, bro? What's going on?
Man, he back in court right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, he caught life plus 30 year sentence. It was because of 3 people got on the stand while witness sitting in that courtroom who testified on it. They got that man a life plus 30 year sentence.
Where you at right now?
I'm in USP Beaumont. Gladiator school, man. They over here, it's rocking over here, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still serving this life sentence, man. Plus 30 years, dog. That's a different ball. That's a different ball game when they get in the USP, bro, because they get exposed. I seen a lot of killers, man. They hit that gate. They can't make it in here, bro, and it's different from the state. The federal, you around gangsters from all over the world. And then coming from New Orleans, you know, we be having that thing like we from New Orleans, ain't nobody, you know what I'm talking about? Man, they got gangsters all over. And then not just that, they got gang members. I had to become a gang member because I'm a Louisiana gang member. Because it's no longer about New Orleans, it's about Louisiana.
Can we talk about why you there?
They put me on a conspiracy charge for conspiracy to bringing drugs from Houston to New Orleans. And they had a cooperation plea. Through the cooperation plea, I either be a snitch and cooperate or get a life sentence. And my whole thing was I had to get life. And in order for me to get life, it took my best friend to take a stand on me and tell the people information and things they didn't know and paint the picture.
Happy broke the code, testified on Todd. Know you looked down, couldn't believe it.
If Happy wasn't mad, he can tell you more about us. That situation sad, I ain't gonna speak no more about it.
I met Happy in '96, right? I took a liking to the little dude, bro. We put each other on. We catch each other back. You know what I'm saying? We built a bond. And it was a brother bond, like we was real jam with each other, bro. And he only met Slim through me. Slim ain't never knew him. You know what I'm saying? I met Slim in the parish in '98, '99 when Slim was back there they gave him to him raw when he got hit on the lake with them guns. And then Slim took a liking and a half too because he a likable person. You know what I'm saying? But all during the line, you know, a lot of people always say, man, they had signs and shit that he was gonna break, he was gonna tell when that pressure come. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I ain't never seen it like that. That's why when BG dropped in a song like that, they say, man, hurt Slim that they see that you did that to me like that. You know what I'm saying? You testified on Todd.
Happy broke the code, testified on Todd. Know you looked down, couldn't believe it. Know that shit had you heated. All the shit you used to teach him.
I heard he took the stand and got a nigga a life sentence. It hurt me to my heart cause this nigga was about his business.
We was under that law, man, cheesy, man. You know what I'm saying? All that shit you done in the game don't even count. You know what I'm saying? We under that law. You know what I'm saying? For you to do that, sell out like that, sell your soul out like that, man, that was disrespect. We was in Tipperman 5. And we was talking to the back door. He was in one tent, another tent. I see something was funny because they didn't want me around him, right? And then they moved him and brought him to St. Bernard Parish. And then shit went left field when they got him from around me, you know what I'm saying? The last words me and Hap ever said when I talked to him, it's the last words, was we're gonna ride till the wheels fall off. They separated him from by me. Next thing you know, we got your best friend. He played out. He got your name on a factual basis, man. He gonna come in there and take the stand on you if you go to trial. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, shit, I gotta see him pull a boogie mask off, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, because you know, me and him used to always have these conversations like, man, don't let the people trick us. So I'm like, man, they playing games, man, he ain't gonna do that, he ain't gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? They playing games. Shit, he came in that bitch and pulled that boogie mask off, you know what I mean? So I had to go all the way, I ain't no other way, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no other way but to go let that happen like that, man. I ain't about to put it on my name. No, that's why I'm here today and I'm able to talk out.
You was in there, you say?
I was in there every single day, from that Monday when it started till they came back with a verdict.
The people who took the stand, you familiar with them? You know them?
Yes. Happy is one of them I know personally. That was my dog. I'm talking about that's my man. Like Hap wasn't fucked up on Hap wasn't like that. I think the people got him in, and that's what they that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They turn us against each other. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was one of those incidents. Because homie wasn't fucked up like that, man. Hap was a real one, dog. But going through things, he pulled that mask off, you know what I'm saying, and seen that he couldn't stand that pressure.
He had to come take the stand.
Hell yeah, he had to come take the stand. Everybody was in there. You know what I'm saying? We all watched him.
Did you guys make eye contact?
Hell yeah, I kept my eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? He kept putting his head down though.
When I saw him on the stand, I'm sitting in the pews, right? And I see him on the stand. And when I see him on the stand, getting on the stand, they about to swim in and stuff like that. So I look at him like, he turned his head. What the fuck? I'm not never there. I'm thinking he about to testify on bro behalf or something. When he went to
So that shit was a total surprise to you.
Man, that shit fucked me up. Man, I'm telling you, bro, that shit fucked me up. That whole thing fucked me up because we was so, man, I got pictures, me and Hap, man, we out clubbing, doing this music shit, jeweled up, way back in 08. Like like I said, homie wasn't fucked up. It just, circumstances, bro.
I was looking him in the eye, right, and he couldn't look me in my face. But at the end of the day, after you take the stand, you make it seem like I did something wrong. I have a right to go to trial. I have the right to face my accusers. You know what I'm saying? That's how the justice system works. Don't make it seem like I did you something wrong. When the heat came, I ain't gonna never change, but I'm always be the same person. I've been all around in all these penitentiaries and I ain't never changed. I'm still the same person. But when I looked at him in his eye, he don't even know what he was doing, bro. He was selling his soul to the devil.
I'm a hustler and a stepper, like Todd Mitchell, bouncer, talking practice with the cartel. Ticket 100,000, I be standing on business. I don't do no capping about it. How they came a long way from Section 8 in public housing.
There was another well-known guy that was co-defendant with you. That's a New Orleans legend, especially Uptown.
Man, salute, man. Fam, stepper, man. When you're under conspiracy, the way they do things is they use dudes to break them to start another conspiracy and another conspiracy. The feds don't be out there working like they used to be back in the days with vans and shit like that. It's the dudes telling on each other trying to get their time cut. So by me and Vam going to trial, we stopped their conspiracy. It wasn't going on because now they was going to try to mess with people that I knew, people he knew. They was going to try to break us and say, no, that's what my plea agreement is based on. If we ever need you to come testify in front of the grand jury, you got to come. If you don't come, we're going to break this plea up. Nah, if not, we're gonna break the flip and give you life. No way, y'all gonna work and give me life.
Sign them hot ass plea deals, that's how you niggas play it. Ducking that 24 C's. You heard what I said? And stay penitentiary ain't got nothing on the face.
I ain't trying to bash out, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, moving forward, you know what I'm saying? It's all good though. I just ain't thought that, he was gonna do me like that, bro. We done been through everything together, dog. That was like a little brother to me. Ate at my mom on the table, everything. And it's crazy because he didn't even reach out to my family, bro. My kids, my mom, my father, my brother and sister, they the ones he hurted. You know what I'm saying? I'm a giant, me, I can handle this. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, he kind of like family, you know what I'm saying? I got some of his kids as my god kids. You know what I'm saying? So, it's nothing, you know what I mean? Like,
say, bro, if you could say something to him right now, if you could speak to him today, you have any words for him? What would you say to him?
Shit, it's all good, though. I just think, he don't owe me nothing. I think he destroyed my family. After all I did, you know what I'm saying, and everything, I think he destroyed my family. And that's what's important to me, my kids, bro. They've been 15 years without their daddy.
If Slim was still alive, what would he say about all this?
I think if Slim was still alive, none of this would have never happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because our life was going to change dramatically. You know what I mean? So I don't think he would have been put in a situation because, he wasn't telling none of that at first. Somebody else pulled us in. And once they pulled us in, they didn't have nothing in my situation the way they had, and it just broke him. And he took the stand on me, and he fell for that, you know what I'm saying? So I just want people to know the last word that me and this dude ever said when we talked to the dude, we're gonna ride till the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? My wheels still rolling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still fighting. And I'd have been through the harsh part of this. I'd have been in most of the violent USPs ever, bro.
Miss Linda keeping her head up. I was in the Fed, she kept his name alive. Nigga know what you meant to the city, and I know you still wearing camouflage.
BG, man, shout out to my dog, bro. Much love to him, bro. And I hope he win, man. You know what I'm saying? I met BG through Slim, man. I remember he was in Detroit. We went out there. Yeah, that's when I met him, man. I made one of them pictures. We was out there in Detroit with all them basketball suits and shit on. We was in Detroit out there, but man, I hope, man, they free C Murder too, bro. Free the guys. But if I'm mistaken, that's when I was in JPC. Murder was up there. We all got evacuated out there at the time. That's when I was able to get a chance. And I went to DCI, I went to Hunts, I went to Concordia, I went to Angola. But I'll never forget the time when I got out of Angola. Me and C Murder got out of Angola together and went to Concordia. Me and C Murder, I met C Murder through Slim. You know what I'm saying? And we were josing together, but before that, I was josing with him while he was locked up in JP and I was on the street. I was keeping in contact.
What was C like back then?
That's a whole nother story. Nah, C was the same person. He ain't gonna change. Nah, C aggressive. Yeah, he ain't taking no shit now. He aggressive.
So tattletale, don't start yapping on Skip.
When I did a song with Skip, right? I was just getting into it. So Skip come to the studio, and I'm nervous like a motherfucker. So when I get in the booth, Skip heard it too, like I'm shaking and everything. So he was like, man, calm down, easy, you know what I'm saying? This Skip, you know what I'm saying? This the big homie, you know what I'm saying? You know, from Holly Grove, shout out to Holly Grove. And
you recorded with Juvie as well, right?
Yeah, most definitely, yep.
How was that experience?
Doing that song with Juve, that shit was like everything. That's Juvenile, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's one of the original Hot Boys, you know, 400 Degrees.
How did it come about?
Todd, again, being the person he is, like, he wanted me to be around people like that to learn from, you know what I'm saying, experienced people. And Juve always been humble, you know, always approachable, you know what I'm saying? So they had the studios by the venue, and we just was going there every night, like, what up, we in here, you know what I'm saying? 10 deep, the Taliban, you know what I'm saying? We in the building, man.
Let's get into Slim a little more too. Like, what was you guys' relationship like? What did they have blossom into?
We used to be together every day. Like, I'm talking about, I used to keep a little trap house. I always kept a house separated from where I stayed at. It was a party house. I had a swimming pool put in the backyard. I had a pool table and I had a video game in there. Everything for late night. We up in there popping pill, rolling. BG been put that in the song. We in that shop stay open, we never close. You heard me? BG used to be down there. That's how I met C Murder. All them used to come down. It was the spot. You know what I'm saying? You might have some Magnolia girls down, Cali girls down there, Milk Mean girls down there. We all at the house down there. Nobody don't know we had tucked off. I remember when I first met the Soulja Slim, that was the same day of the Team Summit. And we all had thicker shirts on with the cutthroat knife on. And we went to Team Summit.
Soulja Slim right now.
Cause Baby and them was there. All that shit was going on with Baby and them and Juvenile and them. All that shit was going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, Slim see shit and go back in the lab and make a song so fast. Nigga don't even be knowing what he hit him with, you heard me? So he make his music off that. That's why it's cutthroat music, you heard me? To the Me Show.
You said something happened that day? You said about Slim and
Nah, see, it was like Slim knew Birdman and that man never won't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He already was going through the trauma with Master P. You see what I'm saying? So he didn't know what it was. So like when he looked at them, it was like, man, these niggas don't fuck with me. So you know, you ain't with me, you're against me. Look at me, I look at you. Ride Escalade, I ride Escalade too. Claire, fuck your 24s, I ride Dub Deuces. Don't look at me too hard, cause that with you, this baby Uzi. That was that Slim, that was off of something. It was just off of a vibe. A lot of dudes was kind of like, I think they was kind of like scared of Slim to be around Slim because they were thinking about his old ways, you know what I'm saying? And see, I like being around people who other people be thinking they scared of, you know what I'm saying? That be the men. Slim was too aggressive, right? But nah, it was that they don't know how to deal with Slim, you know what I'm saying? Slim was really the realest, the coolest, bro, you can fuck with. You been around him, you seen his attitude, you know? It's just that when you got a whole bunch of giants in the room, they don't know how to mingle with each other. You know what I'm saying? And Slim was just that giant before his time. You know
so did Cash Money make it clear that they didn't want to sign him?
See, it ain't never was no talk about it. Not from, when I came around Slim, it was like after Streets made me. So everything from after Streets made me, bro, I could decode a book right now for Slim. And I can tell you about all his music, everything that Slim was saying. See, people don't even know Slim spoke his death up in one of them songs in the years later, in that rat-a-tat-a. You know what I'm saying? He said, if a nigga run down on me with a handgun, I might can stand one, but not too many. You know what I mean? What happened to Pop? What happened to Biggie? It was an unsolved in the history. That's why I say my prayer today. Yeah, see, it was a lot. I could decode all Slim music. I was with him. Man, listen, it's a lot of shit I'm not gonna talk about on here that I know. You know what I'm saying? See, people be putting that smoke screen up there. I know exactly. I would do every day when he was telling me, man, I think this nigga gonna blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I know all this like a motherfucker, bro. I think Miss Linda them know the truth. I think Peach them know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I never got a chance to talk to Peach now. Peach was young. She was like 9, 10, 11, one of them ages at that time. You see what I'm saying? And Miss Linda know me. You know what I'm saying? Miss Linda know I cut her grass and everything before, man. I used to be over there every day, man. She know.
There was a lot of uproar about when I first started dropping I was with Soulja Slim when he died. I think that was the name of the series I started. Then everybody started faulting those guys. But everybody was saying, well, where was y'all? And they said, why the fuck was Slim left by himself out there? Do you think Slim got tired of it? Or he was like, just fuck it?
Let me say this, right? What I did when I got out of jail, right? I investigated that whole murder thing, bro. Everything with my dog, everything. You know what I'm saying? And them dudes was upstairs, bro. The timing on shit when people get killed, bro. I always tell the motherfucker, when I got shot in my face, I got a gun in my fucking car. I took it off my lap and put it on the seat in the console, and the dude shot me. Ain't nothing I could have did, man. You know what I'm saying? So when that shit happened with Slim usually had that 40 with him tucked under his arm, bro. I never leave a home without it. I don't slip. You hear that? That's his life. And he used to have that bitch tucked under his arm. So I don't know how that shit happened. He would get caught slipping like that. You see what I'm saying? So them dudes upstairs, they just sitting up there, that music playing loud. They don't really know that shit going on down there. So by the time they get down there, what the fuck they can do? And at the end of the day, where that shit come from, who did that shit, that wasn't just no cakewalk neither. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like, oh, I'm just gonna get off the porch and go do this and do that. Nah, they got to put some work down, however that shit to go, you know what I'm saying? To go get you ain't going to no project without getting ass to bring ass. I don't give a fuck, you talk that shit all you want, you know what I'm saying? So all that shit just be taught. You know what I'm saying? That just was taught. You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't that easy like that, man. That shit wasn't like that, man. But I did a whole investigation on that shit. You know, I fucked it with the store that would do Titan. We used to go get our clothes from there. That was all in our hood, right there, the Shell station. You know what I'm saying? Where Slim had just left from when he went there. You know what I'm saying? I fucked it with them, bro. You know, I got out of jail. They let me see the tape and all that shit. Seen all that shit, man. I investigated my dog murder like I was a motherfucking police. You hear me? I know exactly everything. I know the inside from being with him every day, and I know the outside, and then being from downtown, niggas be running their mouth and in the mix of all that, and why I fuck with niggas from uptown. You see what I'm saying? And you know, nobody ain't gonna just say, oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. This. Nah, they ain't go like that. I know what the fuck was going on, man.
Could you say whether it was like music related, or was it a seed that Slim planted a long time ago that just grew on him, or something like that? Or I mean, no names involved, or no scenarios. But could you say that it was a seed that he maybe planted a long time ago?
Anything I say gonna take you to what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I can't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I ain't gonna. Man, my dog knew that shit was gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't know it was gonna happen like that, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was, his mind was already used to talk about it. See what I'm saying? That's why I told you put that shit in a song before.
Still wear my grip from day to day. No, it can't stop an AK, but run down on me with a handgun. I might can stand one, but not too many. My reaction is start blasting that and out 20.
He didn't know every shit was gonna be like that. And then the crazy part about it, I was locked up because after we shoot the video, the 11-11 video, we leave from John at the Bender house out there in Kenner. He dropped me off. I had my partner do the jerk chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. And he dropped me off. I go to drug court. And he locked me up in drug court the next day. And when I get on the tail, I call that boy on the phone. He like telling people, holler at me so I can get you straight in that bitch. And Like right when we about to get ready to do that, I said I wouldn't call home. Like I think 2-3 days later, call home. My brother said, man, your partner over there, Steve, man, your partner around the corner on his mama on the lawn, dead. That shit. I was the first one to tell everybody in Temple 3 where I was at, and that shit crushed me. You know what I'm saying? That shit crushed me, bro. Last time it was when I talked to him on the phone, and you know what I'm saying? That shit kind of fucked me up, bro. I didn't even make it out to his funeral or nothing. But Judge L.Y. and it was mad with his clerk because they got my papers fucked up, man. L.Y. said, he was like, man, you could have been with him. I probably saved your life, man. That was your friend. I heard about this, but I could have saved your life. You know what I'm saying? When they locked me up, but you don't know. I could have protected that man's life. You know what I'm saying? They go both ways.
Jarrell Davis, isn't it? Whatever happened to that guy?
Shit, from my knowledge, from I'm hearing shit, somebody got him back there, but you know that shit is karma, motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying?
Too many people love Slim, bro. Ain't no way he gonna live with that on his name.
That's my thing, though, right? That's my thing. This nigga Slim was in Blue Waters together. You see what I'm saying? This nigga knew Slim, man. He supposed to come tell Slim, man, find a put it on point, man. Slim gonna take care of the rest of your life, man. Come on, man, you go popping through that shit and get bird feed, man.
Todd, if you had to explain to the world, who is Todd?
Todd Diggs, man, a father, a brother, a son, just an all-around stand-up guy, like just a good human being, like just a good person, you know what I'm saying?